You choose your regrets. Now, what does that mean? Before we go further into that, I want to explain where I got this quote from. So I am a avid listener of Modern Wisdom. It's a podcast by Chris Williamson, who is a wonderful podcaster who has many great guests. Overall, freaking awesome person in general. I'd love to meet him one day. But if you don't know what Modern Wisdom is, essentially it's a podcast where Chris Williamson chats with guests about anything wisdom-wise in terms of the modern world. So there's many great topics on there, like sex ed, the mindset, leadership, so much more. If you want to check him out, his YouTube channel, I'll put his card up here. Amazing podcast. But I was listening to his podcast about the 6 lessons that he's learned from 2022 based on his guests that he's chatted with. And I wanted to share this powerful quote with you that he learned from one of his guests, which I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. But it was quite powerful, and I wanted to do a deep analysis with you so we can both understand this together and see how we can apply this to ourselves. So, you choose your regrets. Take a moment and think about what that means. Or maybe you don't like that. Maybe you don't like that statement at all. So when I first heard Chris say this, I took a step back, essentially. I took a step back and I wondered, what does this mean? And so Chris went more into details about how you choose your own regrets. So let's say you have two big choices to make. If you had to choose between moving to a city for bigger, better opportunities, or to stay in your hometown and stay comfortable. Either choice you make, you are going to regret the choice that you didn't make. And what does that mean? It means, for example, if you're moving to a bigger, better city for bigger opportunities, you're going to regret the times that you will miss at your hometown with your family, if you have family there or friends. And if you stay in your hometown and you don't choose the bigger city life to expand your career, then you're going to regret not going out of your comfort zone, meeting new people, and expanding your network, and just working on your interpersonal skills and such. And so you choose your regrets. Either choice you make, either decisions you make, either big or small, you will regret the choice that you didn't make. Now, this sounds a lot more depressing than I make it, but hear me out. So in life, we're going to be told a lot of things, good and bad. Some that we agree with and some that we don't. What I'm here to teach here is what I know and how you can possibly apply this to your life. So, just gonna go quickly off topic. I am on my own version of Monk Mode by Iman Gadzi. If you don't know him, super awesome marketing, financial, self-improvement YouTuber. You probably know him. But if not, he's, just really good at storytelling, very successful, multimillionaire, owns multiple businesses. And he made a video that I stumbled upon called Monk Mode. And it was great. It was a great video. It was like 42 minutes, but there was so much value within those 42 minutes. And I am on my own monk mode. It's not, catered towards how he's done it. I've just taken some ideas from monk mode and created my own, which is called Eisen mode, because I really like Susuke Eisen from Bleach. If you've watched Bleach, you know who that is. I don't know, it's just a way to give it a title, make it sound cool, but essentially monk mode is you're cutting off certain things that you usually do for the betterment of your life, for the betterment of your focus and your career. So in this case, it's I'm cutting off or it's very limited, like social media, no YouTube videos, just browsing around unless it's for work reasons like research or analysis. No music, or at least very limited music. The only time I'd listen to music would be at the gym, which is fine. Podcasts are fine. I can listen to podcasts because at least that way it's educational, and I listen to Modern Wisdom and Colin Samir Show, which are both amazing podcasts. If you have time to listen to them on either Apple Music, Spotify, or however you want it, on YouTube, they are great podcasts with so many nuggets of knowledge, and I would highly recommend checking those creators out. So that, and then non-negotiables, so things that you will do regardless of your circumstances in the day. So for me, it would be going to the gym every day, meditating before and after bed, stretching before and after bed, and no video games as well. But yeah, I haven't been doing much video games as of late. Excuse me, but we'll get more into that in a different video. So you choose your regrets. That's such a powerful quote. And sometimes it just takes the one quote to change the trajectory of your life. For myself, I'm on the nice narrow path right now. Shout out to Elisha Long. But that quote specifically has made it so much easier to navigate through my path. And it's just something to think about, something to think about during your day, wherever you're watching this, however you're watching it. Just think about that. Just, take a moment, maybe 10 minutes or so, just to really think about what that means, and maybe reflect upon yourself on how that quote applies to you. So for myself, that would be if, I chose to live in this apartment that I'm in right now and not to stay with my parents. And what do I regret about moving here? Not being able to hang out with my family as much. That's one big regret. That's probably the biggest regret right now. But we don't use regret to keep us down, right? We use it as a moment of reflection and something to analyze and move on. Because life is all about moving on from either good events or tragic events. And what's so important about moving on is analyzing why you need to move on in the first place. And I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with, is not being able to analyze why they feel the way they feel and why they need to move on without analyzing it properly and then moving on. Because if you're just moving on and you're just brushing it off, you're going to leave like a burning thought in your head that you may not resolve until later in life, maybe when you have a burnout. And we want to prevent a burnout for you, because if you're in a burnout, then you won't be able to do what you want to do for a bit. So take care of yourself, take care of your mind, stretch, please, drink your water, and get good, get better. Let's get her.